I wanna make you my one only.
Uh-huh.
You hold me down, take me high.
Hey.
I wanna make you
My
my
one
one
only.
only. You hold me down, take me
Higher.
higher. She's a
Jesus.
fire.
True Sessions with Kwambox. Santi-san, of course, this is powered by Valentine's. And today, as you can tell, my guest Maze, anakuanga na lyrics kwa ngoma lakini akwangi na lyrics za kufungua show. It's called Man from Tala, aka Kamba Boy, aka
Kamba Boy.
Mbithi.
Karibu. Your intros are so
And
fluid. Yani,
yeah. What I lack in rapping,
yeah.
I have in music,
Vice-
intros.
Vice versa.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
applies to us.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
to tunasikia, yo, what's up? I go by the name. Ashia.
Yeah. It's so good to have you here, Mbithi.
Thank you so much.
First, hata kabla tuende palipopote, let's just make it clear. Iyongo wenye ina bang on the airwaves. Uko?
Uko Weyers.
Uko Weyers. That is a fire song, man.
Thank you.
Fire song. Mazisi, watu wanakupenda, Mbithi?
Mazi.
Okay, let's rewind, man. Let's start it from the beginning. Let's talk about when I first met you, it was 2019.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah.
Ulikuwa na ile ngoma na Kimboi.
Na Kimboi. Mm-hmm. First of all, me and this lovely lady here, we go way back. I feel like ile sikunda make documentary yangu ya lifetime achievements. Anakuwa hapo kwa episode 1. Ile sikunda kwa na CTA. Ndakuwa hapo kwa episode 1 kwa sababu I feel like you're one of the people who championed for my sound being known because I'm more of a standout instead of a fit in.
Yeah.
So it's like that awkward kid in school, but he's cool, but he doesn't blend in with everyone.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So just having a person like you to really put me on, unajua, no matter how it might look small to you, unajua, but just getting that chance to really embark into something serious. Unajua, ukishaanza ku get attention from people like you inakufanya una feel una do kitu.
Okay, Mbithi, unanimaliza.
Usije ukalia. Usije.
Mbithi, sasa mimi sikuwa na expect interview coach me yet.
But
But thank you, I appreciate it.
So being here is amazing. Plus, I love podcasts a lot because inakuwaga ni conversations more than interrogations.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd rather do 100 podcasts than do 2 TV or radio stations.
But my show,
Yeah.
my radio show is just like my podcast.
Yeah, yours is fluid.
It's different.
Yours
it's
is
different.
super fluid.
But I'm grateful that you mentioned how we started. But just to throw it back to you,
Yeah.
Mbithi, your style is different. You have a flow. Like, unajua kuna artists wengine when they start, you know, you're trying to find yourself. With your music, when you're searching for artists to put on, you just hear and you're like, oh, anajua put. You know, it's easy. It's easy. And then you had that mix with Kimboi. So let's start there. Tala Boy, mulipatana wapi na Kimboi mukaanza kufanya muziki?
Your place, Nilko Studio, that's where I really began recording. It's called Box House. And I used to be a regular there, but not a regular to record, a regular to chill, niangalie nisafishe studio so that you get an opportunity to record.
Yeah.
And get. These are my early beginnings. So wasanii wa big walikuwa nakamigi studio, they record, do the most. Some they're just fun, being a fan and really being interested in everything that they're doing and learning from them.
Yeah.
You're having conversations with some. And then Kimboi was in a band called Third Hand Music. They were doing a song with
Shout out to Third Hand, by the way.
So shout out to Third Hand and Kimboi. So they were doing a song with I think Punit or Fresh, I think. So first day they came, I had conscious get tracks zao for a minute, and then me being an Afro artist, I don't even listen to rap music.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of soul, neo soul, just a lot of African music that's not really rap. Understand? So probably no wonder I sound the way I sound.
Yeah.
So Kemboy akabaki studio, tuka vibe, nikamshow mi ningependa tu vibe because pia nilimsamplia track zangu za nilikuwa na record chini ya maji, and then nikamwambia this is what I do nini. Tukaanza ku vibe, and within like 6 months we had a whole album together.
Imagine.
Yeah.
And I think for me the first song I think I heard of yours was you and him, what is that song? In fact, we just played it. Kitu.
Yeah.
Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Hakuna kitu. How does that hook go again?
Hakuna kitu kama hiyo.
Hakuna kitu.
So Kembo ni mkale wa like, kama ni mkale Masai. It's like almost that way. So he came up with that concept, with that idea, because he just wanted to make it as African as possible.
And it did. And you were rapping in Kao.
Yeah.
When you started out rap, you said that you weren't listening. You don't listen. Like, I mean, I'm sure you listen to rap, but like, it's not like it's not the go-to music for you listen to.
Yeah, I think when I began listening to music and really developing my interest in music, I used to listen to a lot of Wayne, 50, Eminem, Jay-Z, and everyone else. Ajua that really shapes you as a rapper, from old school to early 90s, 2000s art rappers. But sasa, your time, usually when an artist begins, they usually wannabes. Because you're becoming a wannabe of, you want to be like that person that you idolize. So hapo nakuga more of, it's a starting stage, and then nakuna the acceptance stage where you come and discover your sound, discover yourself, discover your genre, discover even your vocal tone and how you're supposed to sound. Unajua? So once I discovered myself, that's when I even stopped listening to rap. Because what happens to ukisikiza, let's say for example Migos a lot, the minute unaingia studio unaanza kuandika, you start thinking like wewe.
I actually have another question for you, and I want you to think about it. You probably answer it later, at the end. That what you've just mentioned, which is, and we do consume a lot of, you consume a lot of shit, man.
Kwanza venye tuko exposed to so much
TikTok. Maze unasikia mi kuna saa zingine na rhyme kitu hapo nasema wait, that's a verse. Alafu naenda kufanya mtu kwa ofisi ananiambia, "Oh, so umesikia hiyo ngoma mpya ya Kamba boy?" Nasema, I thought I came up with these lyrics, but I did subconsciously hear something. Now if is it possible that you can consume a lot of stuff, because I've consumed a lot of shit, and if I go to the studio, chances are a culmination of all this shit is going to happen.
Chances are very high. Even how we dress. Ajua, kwa sababu kuna msi unaonanga anavanga design fulani. Mi nikaona Asa Proki anavaa pearls, and some African artists wanavaa pearls, nikaanza kuvaa pearls. Understand? So we're always escaping reality as human beings. Like 90% or 100% of our lifetimes. Because human beings can handle too much reality. So we can never really be pure as much. So because of the corruption of the world.
So is originality possible? Like complete 100% originality?
In today's age, not really. Because mamangu ananiambianga na Kikamba. Ananiambianga hakunaga kitu mpya chini ya jua.
Sema na Kikamba. Sema na Kikamba.
Sisi
mimi nataka kuisikia.
Bai kindu nenda kuelezeaje? Cheo.
Bai kindu cheo. You know maisha?
Hakuna kitu mpya.
Under the sun.
I know what you understand? So the reason why nasema hivyo ni kwa sababu right now we're exposed to too much. We're exposed to so much. Kitambo ilikuwaga, there's no internet, there's no source of information. So whatever you really develop your interest into, you have to do your own research, and not even research, but you have to obsess into it. Because nowadays, first of all, I don't even believe in talent. I believe in a talent is like an obsession. That modern, like us now, the normal people, the urbanized people, we call it a talent. Unaniget? But it's usually just an obsession. Hata leo ukiamka uanze tu kucheza piano for 2 months. Uta obsess into it so much it becomes a skill that
kuna watu wengine bana, unajua kuna watu wengine wamekuwa kilan guitar for the last how many years.
Bado hajaishika.
Bana unajua niko na gitaa ngapi?
Uko na gitaa?
Hata niko na tattoo za gitaa zangu 2 hapa.
Wow.
Mimi nashinda nikipigia mbuzi gitaa.
But sasa unapata maybe ni interest, maybe I should be nayo as much.
No. And in fact now I have a new interest. It's bicycle. I have my bicycle out there. So now
so imagine obsessed. Utakuwa unatoka hapa mpaka Lesotho.
Bro, incoming. Naweza overtake msee hapo nijipate South Africa. But speaking of Kikamba.
Okay.
Bro, flow yako kwa Kikamba is A-Z-E. It's crazy, man. Like ukisikia ngoma yako, you know, because a lot of people fear to, you know, hata Swahili kuna wase walikuwa na fear. Ukiona hip hop maze, you know, there's already, you know, calligraphies out there saying, you know, so uona kama na Kikamba maze. Did you, and there was no one before you when alikuwa na do Kikamba. I think the only Kikamba I've had is House. Nani Boni. Boneless. Shout out to Boneless, by the way. You do good, man.
Boneless and Pioneer.
We need new music. So rap. Ooh. How can I forget the OG, bro?
Yeah.
Darling B. Boom Baf, yo. Yes, yo. Yeah.
Ukitaka soma leo.
Embo. So, but he wasn't really doing. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I feel like one conversation ya originality as well. Once I discovered myself, nilianza kuangalia what is missing in the industry, what is missing in the market, as a what kind of sound, and also being in environments. Because the studio I used to record, the owner is used to be the lead singer of Unasi. Unasi, they used to do so much Afro fusion, like so much Afro stuff. And I get, so being in that environment, ilifanya to some point nanza embrace so much of where I come from. So usually as young people, we are super afraid of tunita go shamba. See, like for example, mimi Mkamba, Okamba tuko associated with shamba kibao and kukala clash. As in kwagi wajanja, kwagi tumechanuka.
Lakini sio ni kitu tunafaa kuembrace kwa sababu Wakamba wanaita color clashing, lakini wazungu wanaita color blocking, you know?
You understand? Yeah. So what happens with my music, I usually want to give you a tour of where I come from without you feeling like a tourist.
Yeah.
So you might even miss my Kamba lines and then like, oh, if you're not African, this person just spoke a strange language that I couldn't understand. Yeah. So probably you might get interested in the language or get interested in the artist. Yeah. So mine is to really sell where I'm from in the most beautiful way possible.
Yeah. And I like your flow of Kiswahili and your command of Kiswahili and Kao is really good. But I gotta tell you, and I can bet you, the comment section, they'll tell you, your cow flow is really sick.
It's always the Kamba stuff. Because I think tushazoea Kizungu, tushazoea Kiswahili. Everyone has done it the way it's supposed to. Unajua. So just fusing, because I've been learning this from people like Sakodi and this guy, there's Vector, there's Fino, there's MI. How they want inakwaga fluid. So I'm always trying to make it as fluid as possible, ndio nisikudisorient. Sababu pia naweza kio Kikamba ikudisorient, for example. So yes, the song was flowing properly, but sasa nikaimba na Kikamba ikakudisorient. So I want it to be music to your ears while you're listening to music.
You make me want to learn Kao, but that's a story for another day. Plus niliambiwa Kao wanakuanga na techniques zingine za muziki.
That's the whole idea. Hiyo upate interest. You see, unaona ventu wase wamewatch Naija sana mpaka they always trying to
you want to have the
you always trying to have that accent. Again, ama umesikiza bongo so much unataka tu kuongea hiyo Kiswahili.
Bana sija hiyo hajawahi niingia bana mimi. Bana nakwambia mimi bongo flavor inaingia hapa. Inaingia kama sawdust bana. Imekubali imekataa eardrum zangu mazi.
But that's
lakini nawapenda wao wase wa Tanzania nawapenda lakini hiyo genre sipendi.
So I feel like if you're an African and you're not as African as possible, you are it's not right.
But what is African? You know, that is debatable. Like look at me. The way I speak, I had to start now embracing Sheng. My parents don't speak Sheng. The people I was hanging out in school weren't speaking Sheng. And then ukiangalia TV, bro. I know more.
Unakaganika mtu anaweza ona udem ni wa umo chumflani uko ndani.
Very maze. Alafu unajua the crazy part watch TV. I know more American slang with English
and what they mean and everything
than I know from British slang. You understand? So I learned British English, then I learned from TV. You know, when you watch TV, you learn English, you know, so it dictated how I speak. And so even the references you make end up being worldly. They're not just Kenyan. And then now, but your base is Kenya, you know? So you end up like, unika unadharau kisheng na nini. But then when I left and then I came back, I want to shout out Nigerians. Man, you taught me how to love myself. Came back kwanza nilikuwa nasema, nataka kuongea hiyo sasa.
Exactly. Hiyo kujipenda. Unajua or even being American or even being Mongolian of Asian. Ni more, it's really more of kujipenda. Unajua loving where you're from, who you are, what you are. Unajua just speaking the whole positivity of being African. Unajua kwa sababu the reason why West African music is so embraced by akina Beyonce and everyone, and when someone is looking for African content, they just go to even the big labels, they just go to Nigeria kwa sababu they are themselves, they are purely themselves. From hata hizo sessions they wanna get the traditional stuff and everything. Unajua ni kwa sababu ya hiyo authenticity. Hata wasi wanna get Grammy, Burna Boy haja get Grammy kwa sababu Burna Boy ama get Grammy purely probably because of originality. Understand? Kwa sababu this unaleta something totally different in the market. And Africa is literally a gold mine to the music industry.
I mean, in terms of culture?
In terms of culture. Like, I feel like the Western world has explored all everything, explored everything, literally. But hawaja explore Africa. They haven't really colonized Africa in terms of music.
And culture.
And
I think that's where...
Like, took them golds and everything, and the whole politics and colonizing us, but they haven't really stolen really our culture as much.
I mean, it's slowly getting there. And you know, it's interesting that you mentioned that. So what you're basically, we una championiani people, you know, your Kao roots and creating, and you've been so consistent with it, because there are artists who will maybe do a verse or two here in their mother tongue, and you'll just say, oh, maybe it was for that song, you know, but then after that they go back to factory settings. So this is the Mbithi movement. That's
like it can be Mbithi without Kamba. Mbithi is my
Kamba
real
boy.
Name. So I cannot sit in a studio and really unless I'm writing for someone else, but I cannot write my song without broken English, good Swahili, Sheng, and Kamba. I cannot like vitu just fall into place.
These are how you speak on a daily basis?
Niko na critics wangu wenye wataniambia tu purely bro, like utasikiza probably 16 bars. Nimechezea mse 16 bars zote kama hajasikia Kikamba, it's a whole problem.
Come on.
Even actually nowadays I'm like, it's not even really slave, but they are entitled to listen to that part.
Ile ngoma ya Avril.
For that Kamba line.
Ile ngoma ya Avril. Ulitupatia hata lyric moja ya Kikamba.
Ilikuwa moja.
Kerara here man.
Imagine.
Nilisikia ngoma yote nikasema, where is the Kikamba bro?
Exactly. Iko kwa mwisho. Kwa line ya mwisho.
Nilisikia hiyo nini mpaka nasema Mbithi ana. You're playing with us bro. You're playing with us. Maintain the nini.
Because that had so much English.
How long have you been in the game? As artists who say professionally.
Ndasema a healthy 3, but a normal 4.
A healthy 3, but a normal 4. Whatever that means. Najua wasa wa math hapo mumededuce. Fanyeni board must understand what he's saying. The reason I'm asking that is barely 3-4 years in the game. You know, and you've been consistent. So I like the energy. From even when I picked you at Industry Night, you know, you're just seeing, you can see your hunger. Alafu unajijua. Unajua, ni vizuri kujijua.
Maze.
Ni vizuri kujijua. And then the next thing, that was 2019, January, when you were on Industry Night. And interesting fact, Brida LW, Mandy was in that class.
There.
Very interesting. And Kimboi. Then, right after, and I say this story a lot, Brida went out, started doing his thing. Mandy's out there doing her thing. You were out there doing your thing. But then, Mandy and Brida, for them it was more, they're getting the collabos. Come, be on my collabo. But yours is different. How many people have asked you to be on their songs?
A lot, Maze.
Like how many songs have you actually featured on?
Like 15.
Can you imagine? Yani, hata kabla, you don't even have an EP out.
Yeah, I've actually been silent because I've been working on 2 albums.
Yeah.
One, I've been writing an album for I ghost.
Yeah.
So I've been ghosting an album, and I've been working on my album for like a year now.
15 features, and these are not just artists. You just have guys over there. Wendy Kemunto, Avril. You've done what, 2 songs with Kali, with Kaka.
With Kaka, yeah.
You've done a song with Kali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not
No,
yet,
you haven't.
Not yet, yeah.
No, you haven't. Yeah. But you've done, you know, a lot of collabos. I was listening. One of my faves, I think, is they're called Pangani
Boys.
Pangani Boys.
Yeah.
I like that song.
Was Pangani.
Na Pangani. Na haukufanya Kikamba kwa hiyo ngoma.
Hata siku rap.
Uliimba.
Nilidu rants.
Rant.
Yeah, nilidu rants.
Your rant ilikuwa nafaa kuwa in Kikamba. That's all I'm saying. But you know, lots of features.
Yeah.
And for usually when an artist is asking for a feature, they want, you know, your hype so that they can, you know, like the merge of the energies, you know, you've got your fame, da da da. But like you are basically, you're about to break that glass ceiling, and with Uko out right now, I mean, and then you have your own album coming out. You'd think it would be vice versa, which is Mbithi is asking Kaka, come, let's do a feature. Mbithi is asking, hey, I like Wendy, come, let's do a feature. Avril, can I feature? But it's the opposite that's happening. Why do you think that is?
I think energies.
And feel free not to be modest.
Energies are really, I believe in vibes. I believe in really good energy. So even when I'm writing my music personally, nataka I want you to feel good. My mantra with my music inakoga, whenever you're listening to, currently the world is getting sad and sad.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you listen to my music for those 3.5 minutes, through 15 or 4 minutes, I want you to feel good at that particular time. So I keep that energy constant, such that probably when you listen to my music as an artist who would love to work with someone, nataka feel your energy in a way that you will hit me up, whether you're a big artist or a small artist. I'm like, bro, I feel like my energy is and your energy. Najua si ati mistari zangu na mistari zako ama sound yangu na sound yako, ni more of my energy and your energy. Najua will really blend in. Sabu me, I don't really do music for the brain. I do the music for the heart. Understand? Sabu with rap is usually about the brain.
Yeah.
With rap music, we're too serious about what we are saying instead of how we are saying it. You understand? So
I'm saying deep, eh? The heart, the brain. I'm asking, hizi makolabo, so it's basically guys who are feeling your vibe, wanasikiza ngoma yako wanasema,
exactly.
I got to have this guy on the song.
Like I'm singing to your heart as a rapper.
Yeah.
I'm literally singing into your heart, not really into your mind. So that good vibes that you're really feeling it in your soul, inafanya maybe una end up you reach out
and that's really and
get the music together.
If that's what you're thinking, that's what's coming out, because I think the second song I had of you guys was after Industry Night. You released what was the song called? With Kimboi.
Yeah, it was Msichana Moja.
Oh, you have to give us the hook of that song.
The hook,
and it's Kimboi who's singing the hook, right?
I wanna make you my one only.
Yeah.
You hold me down, take me high.
Hey.
I wanna make you my one only. You hold me down, take me higher. Msichana Moja, she's a
Jesus.
It'll go.
You guys feel free to pause here and watch Msichana Moja and then come back, man.
Moja.
This guy's killed it.
Yeah.
But then it wasn't even that. There was a song. Msichana Moja is the one that you shot the video. Blue. It was a party vibe. What was that song called? It was after Msichana Moja.
Aye.
Bro. Hey, nasi unapenda vibes maze.
Aye is vibes.
Oh, unapenda vibes. And Aye now ended up being your you know, like the way Busy Signal has brr, and Aye is your thing.
Yeah. It's like Kamba boy of Aye.
Yeah. Aye.
Yeah.
Aye, what does Aye mean?
Aye means no.
Allah.
Kamba.
Allah.
Yeah.
Aye in Kisi is you.
Pia in Nigeria, I don't know what it meant. My producer is Nigerian, so Aye means really different in another languages in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So
Msichana Moja ni ngoma fiti.
Yeah.
Then you did the turn up song Aye. And then did you stop working with Kimboi?
No, not really. We have music together. The only problem is those 3 songs zilileta some sort of attention and perception ya wase ikaanza kuka we are a duo because you've done 3 consecutive songs together. Unajua? So that was really problematic to could have been become an issue to my brand kama singe channel out and kama both of us atunge channel out. Kumbuka nani Kamba was from Third Hand. So inakani kama ame break out.
He's not there.
They're still homies. They're still homies. Yeah. So ilikuwa inakani kama Kembo ame break out from Third Hand akakam kujoin Mbithi ama akakam kujoin Ubo anaitwa Mbithi for people who didn't know me and you understand. So watu inaanza kama duo but so we practically made a decision of because we have a whole album together like 13 tracks. So kasema let's shelve this and really work on building solidifying our brands and our positions in the industry such that even when we do music together it's this artist and this artist, totally 2 different brands.
But me iyo album nadai kusikia
ndakupatia exclusives
maze cause you guys make good music together period. Period. Like akuna ngoma yenye where you say okay maybe they should go back to their original.
Still goes back to energies. Energies kwa sababu sometimes unaweza kuwa ni kama ile theory ya your crush. So utakuwa umecrush mse for so long but once you get them they're not really what you expect.
They're not even cute.
Unaniget? So unapata msanii ni mnoma, they're not even cute. Unapata yes msanii ni mnoma ama nyi wote ni wanoma but the minute you get to sit down make tracks pamoja amku vibe. Unapata msanii amekaa huko anaandika verse peke yake au umekaa hapa producer ako pale ana make beat, hakuna communication.
Now wait, sasa hiyo ni vibe gani unapenda? Which vibe do you like when
you napenda nikiingia studio sisi ni mabeshte. Unajua? I want to develop a personal relationship with you right there. Unaniget?
Because making a song is like making a baby.
Literally. You literally have to go to bed together. A booth is a bedroom. Unajua? Literally making love to the mic together.
Bro, let me tell you, there are some people who not be allowed to go to the studio without their better halves after watching this episode. Bedroom.
Kweli.
When you're thinking about doing music, before, let's say 7 years ago.
Okay.
Right? What was your idea of how it was going to look like? Did you want fame? Kwa kama zinda kwa na rock dura ka nameless. Enta kwa na baby yako music chan ka
7 years ago. The interest was there. The interest has always been there. But I think around that time bado sikuwa nimejijua as an artist. So ulikuwa tu you're rapping. I was my rap was too Western. Ajua. So at that time
why do you think that is?
Huh?
Why do you think that is?
What?
Why do you think that is? Why was it more Western?
Because I was listening to a lot of Western. So even my culture was there. Sababu nakumbuka masango akinipeleka boarding. Si kwa sababu anafaa kunipeleka boarding but sikuwa najua Kikamba. Nilikuwa mimi after kuzaliwa nilipelekwa coast, masango akarudi Nairobi a settle down. Sawa nikapelekwa coast kwa shushu yangu, nikarudi. So nikakaa coast and then around I think 2 years came back to start living with my mom. So nikakaa Nairobi, nikakaa Islando for the longest time. Unajua? So huko watu unaongeleshangwa Sheng na Kiswahili most of the time.
So you didn't know Kikamba.
Unajua? So I didn't know Kikamba and masango alikuwa anaongelesha sometimes I either don't understand or I don't know how to speak back. Unajua? To speak back to Hyven when we were having a conversation.
And that's a problem.
So so what nikianza kujidiscover I started feeling left out in terms of my culture. Shona umeka mahali na let's say for example wasi wanaongea Kikisi. Unajua? Wamepiga story imewabamba wamecheka. Unafeel ungechangia ama unajua ingebamba sana kama ungechangia. Unajua? It was the same thing. Ndio nikaanza.
So you learned Kikamba in high school?
No, in primary school.
Wow.
And then high school nikaenda high school like Kamba. High school fulani ya Ukambani. So of course watu walikuwa na cheat codes zao. So they used to wakikutana mahali peke yao ni Kikamba mo but wakiwa Daro Kiswahili but unasikia tu nyinyi muongeani Kiswahili kila saa.
At all.
Amuongeani.
Let me ask you, shuleni ulikuwa ile disc system which is basically ukiongea ki mother tongue utapanishiwa?
Mbaya. mbaya.
What is
Ulikuwa
that
unapewa
about?
gunia unavaa.
What is
Imeandikwa-
that about?
Ulikuwa unapewa gunia, si disc. Ulikuwa unavalishwa gunia siku mzima.
Inasema nini?
Imeandikwa, I don't know how to speak English.
Jesus. Can you imagine?
Funke.
Allah.
Mambo gani haya?
Maze, what kind of shit
I swear,
is this?
that was so humiliating.
You know, and you know that's that's mental slavery.
Literally, that's mental slavery, man.
That's that mental slavery that your mom had to get you out of, man.
Imagine.
You know, she was like, bro, mtoi lazima si. Hata Kiswahili unajua. Kiswahili ni tu lakini bana ilikuja inaja kuna influences zake.
Maze,
You know, Kamba ndio iko original.
It was that's the original thing. That's what everyone knows me.
And used to be punished and shamed for speaking your language, and they'd even write and say,
Imagine.
see yetu ilikuwa disc maze. Disc. Disc kuna.
Mwingine alikuwa anapewa mayai. Unashinda nayo.
Mimi nakula.
Si boilo.
Oh, as in raw. Okay. As in nakwambia unaka kimayai.
Unakatuna kimayai.
Jesus.
Imagine.
So yetu ilikuwa disc. As soon as like now if you say something in what's hata mother tongue.
Yeah.
Kiswahili.
Kuongea tu Kiswahili.
You get the disc, and so and in shule
That's
ushago
so messed up.
they used to punish kids for speaking mother tongue. That was like that was that British colonialist nonsense.
Yeah.
And we're not here for it.
We are not. We are
here
not.
for it. That's why we are speaking
not.
Kao, and we're representing
Maze.
Kisi and
Maze.
all other languages that I can learn
Yeah.
to water down this Kizungu that I know. Yeah. But now that we're here, after high school, were you a good boy?
In high school, yeah, but I was always in trouble for minimum energies. So sometimes mtakadaro, beatbox, muimba mangoma za wenyewe, uinsight daro.
Yeah.
But sasa administration inaoni kama mnajibamba. Administration inakuona kama threat.
Yeah.
So inaona wewe unaweza influence shule ichomwe.
Yeah.
So I've had a lot of suspensions, but not cause I've done anything,
Yeah.
but because they suspect that umse akika hapa ama kitu ikihappen bigi umse hezi kosa alikuwa hapo kwa sababu alinfluence wasi waende wachome shule.
I mean, I had a similar incident, but you think it's
Pia
part
ulikuwa
of...
mvocal?
Yeah, I.
Sindio kwa maana uko hapa. Sindio kwa maana uko hapa. Sindio kwa
Na
maana.
kuna mwalimu hapa alikuwa ananiambia ndio ziweka. Ajui hiyo ndio inanilipa mshahara.
Tungependa kumwambia nini huyo mwalimu? Mwambie
Wenda
kitu.
huko. Allah. No, but it's, you know, school would be crazy. You get suspended for, you know, just they you know, the idea, they know if this guy is unrest, let's remove that person. It's like politics. So what they did, wakachoka kuni suspend, wakani make prefect.
Hata mimi nilikuwa head boy.
Yeah, they have to. That's how they sort it out.
Head boy in class 8.
For real?
Yeah.
Primo ulikuwa wapi?
Shule fulani huko shule ingine madeskola wanatembeanga mguu tupu.
Inaitwaje swa represent?
Inaitwa Ngukuni Primary School. Iko place inaitwa Makindu. Place fulani inaitwa Makindu huko before ufike Kibwezi Mombasa Road huko iko ndani. Yaani ni shule food iko kwa store ni relief food.
Hey.
Sawa.
Hey.
Huko watu wanaongea Kikamba more than any other. Mpaka mwalimu wa Kiswahili, mwalimu wa Kizungu.
Yeah.
So,
wa math, unajua wa math ni ubamba anakufundisha na mother tongue. What math?
Wanglaba. No, sorry, I mean when you add this mwalimu alikuwa so it drabs into you.
Yeah.
All that energy it drabs into you. Unatoka huko unarudi Nairobi, unafeel unapata culture shock.
Yeah.
Sababu hujazoea 3 months. Hujazoea hii stuff.
Na sasa leo umefika Nairobi, watu wanaongea Sheng, watu wanaongea nini Kingoso, unaona ni kama Kikamba ni shady at that point.
Yeah, that point.
Yeah, you were like I got it.
Maka una feature accent.
Yeah.
Una try ku feature accent, unaanza ku fake accent.
Yo, it's just like, you know, you guys
Sheng
on your lane
and all that. Yeah.
Now look what is paying you, man.
Maze.
The cow.
Maze, just being yourself and also just trusting this whole thing, Maze.
Yeah.
And never being afraid of standing out.
Yeah.
Most of the times tunataka ku blend in into everything. Most of the time because we are afraid of being put there.
Yeah.
Being underrated. Najua.
And for an artist, it's crazy because you keep saying that you're the best. They can only be, okay, well, if you use the word best, there can only be one best. Yeah. So to stand out is what you want to aim for.
Yeah.
You should be aiming for.
Yeah.
But you find that a lot of people, would rather just be regurgitating the same thing that other people are regurgitating. Don't want to stand out. And that's ironic.
Sana.
Let's talk mental health.
Okay.
4 years in the game.
Yeah.
I'm sure your life has changed in one way or the other.
Tremendous.
Talk to me about the change.
Nakusikia
Nakusikia mazee, itabidi useme hiyo something na Kikamba.
Tremendous.
Hebu sema na Kikamba.
Tremendously iko kwa vocabulary za Kikamba.
No, sema na Kikao. Like if I go to an accountant and he's trying to tell me I have tremendous debt, he's going to say it somehow.
Telemendless.
There we go. I knew it. How was your... Talk to me about this change.
The change. Mm-hmm. First of all, being appreciated for doing what you... Because sometimes nilikuwa na skeptical thoughts about what I'm doing and really channeling out into something that no one is doing, no one is interested, or you think no one could be interested.
Yeah.
So just having people that getting to be accepted and loved for what you're doing, and for being liberal enough to put ushamba yako kwa mziki yako. You understand? Or what ukamba yako, si ushamba, ukamba yako kwa mziki yako.
Yeah.
It's good for the soul.
Yeah.
And it makes you know that you're doing it right. You're actually doing it right. Because there's someone who is consuming, and there's someone who will text you to remind you that you haven't released a song in 3 months.
Wow.
Unajua, kuna mtu atakumbusha, bro, kama kuna sehemu wananikumbushanga niliwaambia nita release album in 2018, wanaambia bro, ulituambia 2018 ulituambia uta release album. Where is the damn album? Yeah.
But you said self-doubt. Self-doubt is one thing that a lot of creatives struggle with. That's why there are albums that are dying in the studio. There's singles that are dead in the studio. Dead on arrival. Will never leave. How you said that was some of the things that you struggled with.
Yeah.
At what moment did you, oh my God, yeah, I'm the shit? Like, which song was that you had and the response, and you're just like, when it was out, what was that moment? Take us back to that moment.
That moment. It was on which song? On Aye.
Really?
On Aye. Yeah. Because Aye had a lot of Kamba.
Yeah.
And hiyo ndio ili stand out.
Yeah.
Hiyo ndio ilikama ikanionyesha hizi mavisuali umeimba na hizi mavizungu kila mtu anaweza fanya. But hiyo yenye umefanya hapa is what we actually want. Nika kila mtu yani hiyo ndio kila mtu alikuwa anaona. Imagine umeduba za Kiswahili, umeduba za Kizungu. But ile yenye mtu elewi. Ile yenye mtu elewi.
Yeah.
Ndio tunataka.
That's the one. Alafu video ilikuwa yani fresh, the nani hukapo Kemboy, your seamless vibe ilingiana. Alafu video yani ilikuwa too fresh. It's one of those videos, even if you're having a bad day, you just want to grab your bikini and run to the Uhuru Park. Because you don't have a beach, you're just like, I'm gonna take it to the Uhuru Park.
I go back to my point. Energy. Always, like, as human beings, we should always communicate good energy into each other. Kwa sababu zile vitu tunakuwa exposed to. So if you're exposed to a bad energy, imagine ningekuwa nimeingia hapa kwa room, nimekaa, and then Mbithi atu ako na mamoods zake. Unajua? Na amemweza mamoods, lazima nizipitishe kwa Kwambox. Unajua? I'll end up spoiling your day. Or in a rabin kwako unaenda kuipelekea mse mwingine.
Ningezi kick back hapa, my friend.
Unaelewa?
Aye.
So unapata at the end of the day, that's why people are the way they are. That's why people are killing people and assaulting people. And that's why vitu tu zina happen, because people are hurt. Hurt people.
Hurt people.
Unajua?
And him seem deep, eh? Hurt people. But Aye was a banger. But Msichana Moja was before that, right?
Msichana Moja was before.
Msichana Moja didn't make you feel like umefika?
No, it was too bougie for me.
Damn. I mean,
nilikuwa na kakatoi kingine, katoto kakotsawa. Katoto yani kamejaa. Katoto kataikun.
Man, na ulikuwa fresh.
Because he shot it in a penthouse. Kwanza the owner is like filthy.
The balcony was crazy.
Yeah, the owner of the house is filthy rich. Ye kija venye inakaa. unajua sasa watu walikuwa wanaona video wasema hii akanika cool kid
Mbithi alikuwa na ka fresh. In fact,
Kijana kanono,
pause right here, watch that
cool
video.
kid. We'll go watch the video.
Yeah,
I was bougie as hell.
But the video was fresh and the hook was nice.
Msichana mmoja
And
ina
the flow
kikamba.
was good. And life ina kikamba. But it was a fire tune, bro. Really? Your flow was good.
Yeah.
Nani Kemboy ali come through.
Yeah.
But aye, ebu tupatie kitu kwa aye hapo.
Kwa ye. See, I wanna hold money in my hand like a donda. Nda yangu wichune kama tatu za ronga. Squeezing in a points. Msupa tuna bonga. After show ni kushow vile mini donga. So itisha mzinga leo mini kona nyuki. Si tuko Mombasa. Tuko na nyuki. On a road trip basi next twende Nyeri. Sembe nyama choma kachumbari kwenye beli.
Hey, man, that song is fire. In fact, hey, that song is fire.
Yeah.
As in, that song is fire. I want to remember. And you know, the funny part was that was after I knew you. That was after.
that
So
was
my
after.
bragging rights were out of order, man. I was like, I know this kid. What are you talking about?
Namjua.
What?
Mtaniambia nini? Namjua.
And funny enough, everybody who saw the comment section in for that video,
Yeah.
I mean, it just tells you exactly what it is.
Maze.
But after Aye, your stars took a different turn, and now you were doing like massive collaborations. You just mentioned like over 15 collabos, bro.
Yeah.
Those are the ones, features you have featured on, but
Yeah.
you've also done your own collabos.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you prefer doing solo projects? Because it's very hard to hear Mbithi solo.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that about?
I have my solos.
Mm-hmm.
It's only I go back to my energies thingy. Ntandika ngoma as an artist or as a rapper.
Yeah.
But na feel energy itakuwa complete. Energy needs another energy ndio iko complete. Remember we are singing for the heart and the soul, not the mind. Unajua? So mi naangalianga kama a connection, kama a puzzle yenye itakuwa filled. Unajua? Si hata really collab because I have my solos. My album has a couple of solos. Niko na singles kibao ziko kwa catalog yangu unreleased.
Yeah.
So
but they're unreleased. That's what I'm asking you.
But
do
they're
you
unreleased.
prefer collabos?
Now, I don't prefer. It's only management or endara mtu atakuja asikize as like this one is the one you guys will release. Because at the end of the day, I will still stand out.
Yeah.
Najua? Yeah. Understand? Sitakuwa nimemezwa kwa sababu pia watu waogopa collabos kwa sababu maybe ana feel urapa tamu outshine. Najua? So inafaa kukua, it should never really be about competing with each other.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be about completing each other.
I like it.
Completing the music, completing the energy. Najua?
Now we're na kaka.
Yeah.
Both songs are a joint project or they're...
No, it's his project.
They're his projects.
Yeah.
So you're featured on it.
Yeah.
Na kuambia energy yako kwa hiyo ngoma ya kwanza, forget part 2.
Yeah.
The other one's called part 2.
Round 2.
Round 2. Forget round 2.
Yeah.
Round 2 is dope. I like
Round
it.
2 ilikuwa
I like it.
Nionyeshe kenye unaweza do.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Uko. No, sorry, not Uko.
Uko.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know what that is, you're probably watching from another country. It is
where
are you? You know, it's a question, Uko.
Yeah.
And so the two of you are sparring, it's like a phone conversation.
Yeah.
Uko, hey, niko Mombasa, bro, your energy is so dope. Do you ever go into a studio? You've said Awogopi Kuosho, but I mean, King Kaka's been in the game. Yeah. I mean, he initially started out as a ruminant, a rabbit.
Yeah.
So now he's an actual Kaka, you know? Has decades, not decades, but like over a decade.
Actually, yeah.
Now, uko hapo 3 years. Ukiingia kwa studio, do you feel, hey man, I have to prove myself?
Not really.
Yeah.
I think from when I was a kid, I've never really been afraid of standing out. Ajua?
Yeah.
So, utapata...
You don't even get nerves?
No. I hardly. Kwa sababu, at the end of the day, pia, ni energies. And say, akue Jay-Z, he cannot do it the way you do it, and you cannot... What really makes them that good is because they know themselves. Wanajitambua. And I get... So the minute you don't have doubts for yourself, utapata your mind will be focused on delivering. So the minute unaanza na kuwa na self-doubt, writer's block kicks in because you're nervous. So unapata msanii ameingia studio, can't write. Si kwa sababu si mnoma, do. So hiyo unapata ina affect energy yako, una feel ama to do sessions kwingine ama tufanye hivi nitumie ngoma nitaandika verse usiku najua kwa sababu kuna wasanii wengine hawezi andikia kwa studio kwa sababu ya probably
pressure.
the nervousness na hiyo pressure ya studio understand so it's more of really being glued to yourself and also knowing that you're bringing something different on the table najua ingekuwa ni sisi wasanii wawili tunafanana ingekuwa story ingine kwa sababu ingekuwa sani back and forth ni more of competing not completing unajua
but it's easier said than done and a lot of artists of course struggle with
it's not easy pia it's not easy it takes a lot of mental understanding of yourself and just really getting glued to the person that you are and also what you're consuming the world ukikuwa msem negative utaend up to kuwaga negative as a person it's either wewe ni negative peke yako or pia unakuwa tu negative towards other stuff
na positivity yote ulitoa wapi I mean where because as much as we you want to say that I just became like this you must have influences
like I think ni kujua kukaa na watu and also being with the right people around you just having being in an environment that allows you to grow as a man as an artist and as a human being you understand and as just as a normal person in the society because my idea really is nobody's perfect but always try to be better than the next guy sitting to you being better and just doing better unajua ukisikia there's a problem in the society about men or about women try and be part of the solution unajua usikae hapo na complain industry inakaa hivi nini inakaa hivi try kukuwa solution
2020 ilikuwa rahisi I mean
ilikuwa mlima
Maze. How was it for you?
By God's grace funny enough nimesurvive maze haven't had a show still like nimemanage kufanya kila kitu nilikuwa nafaa kufanya generally like nime pull through ajua kejangu ikutingwa niliparent sina deni yoyote ya 2020 unajua nilidishi nilikula kenye nilikuwa nafaa kula ama kenye unajua like Kenya Mungu alikuwa amenipangia for 2020 unajua uko na mipango zako and then kuna mpango Mungu amekupangia unajua God knew probably 2020 will happen unajua so personally I feel like whatever that was supposed to happen in 2020 happened unajua kwa sababu hiyo that time ukichukulia positively inamaanisha unafaa kukaa chini ureflect into so much about yourself to so much about your life kwa sababu mimi nilikuwa na take away positive unajua una learn kujidiscover and really sitting down and kuangalia okay ni wapi what did I do wrong either with people or with your business or whatever you're doing and trying to rectify it so hapo una complain nikubaya ajua
but you just mentioned that no gigs probably that was a source of income now which brings me to my question is music your only hustle najua kuna watu wanasema mimi ni mziki damu
probably 80% because I'm a ghostwriter for like 3 artists 4 artists like full time so I'm always ghosting for artists that are known but sasa juu ya NDA we just keep it to yourself
bro ila siku do haitaingia I mean feel free to break the NDA and tell us who you're writing lyrics
you're just respecting stuff but
this is established artists Nyashinsky nameless I'm guessing I don't know
you understand so
it's one of those ones
so from ghosting like I make so much money from ghosting than from even gigs
from performing
so by your time there's the equity part will be commissioned to write but you're still getting your cuts unajua
every time the song is on radio
you still get your royalties and then kuna referrals unajua this guy wrote this and this and this and this so unapata studios ndio zinajua this guy writes so unapata ni more of referrals niaje Mbithi kuna kwa sababu there's a scarcity of songwriters kwa sababu here huku Kenya watu wanaogopa kuwa ghosted for so even the NDAs I have ni kwa sababu mtu anaogopa atajulikana na ngoma which is it's not bad all industries actually in US hata kina Davido they have songwriters
but rappers are very sensitive about ghostwriting.
Rappers are very sensitive kwa sababu rap is ni ego
Ego,
based.
na
Ni
ni
ego based.
ni find out
Ni
ego yako
pride
iko
based.
based off of Mbithi.
Ati Mbithi alikuandikia is a whole problem.
Yo, sijui nini nimeomoka.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni ile Mbithi. Usiniongeleshe.
So for what it's worth, you just have to respect them kwa sababu pia huwezi force msea nini. Unajua? But at the end of, because pia with ghosting, you have to become the artist.
Yeah.
Because the songs that I've ghosted, they don't sound like me. They are not me.
Yeah.
They can never be me. I can never sound like that. But they sound so good to them. Because that's a secret with being a songwriter.
So which one do you like better? Songwriting or rapping?
I love both equally because sababu one makes me grow. One makes me add value to an artist's life. And this other one, ni a personal growth.
If you had to choose one?
If I was to choose one, most definitely just me doing my music.
Yeah.
How
do you miss being on stage?
So much, Maze, so much. Nimekuwa nikienda rehearsals but sasa wasituko nao kwa band because I do live music. I don't do playback.
Yeah.
So wasituko nao kwa band sema, hey bro, tutarudi session, tutaingia kwa stage lini to do hizi sets kwa sababu unajua unafanya rehearsal si kwa sababu kuna show, unafanya tu rehearsal ndio ile siku Kwambox akakwambia kumbe niaje kuna gig.
Yeah.
Niaje pull up.
Yeah.
Unapiga tu wale wase wako si set ilikuwa inaenda hivi tuifunge.
And you that is a good thing. I mean, look, me in fact, if you ever want me to book you for a gig and you tell me you've not been rehearsing, like I'm going to enter rehearsal, I cancel you. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you're only practicing for me. You're literally practicing for me.
Yeah.
So you have cobwebs, you know, there's things you're not adding to the song, and chances are your set is probably something you performed somewhere else.
It's a template.
Don't like that.
So unapataga the repercussions of that. You can literally, hata mwenyewe ndio ulikuwa unaniambia, you can literally see an unprepared during industry night. You can literally tell this person did not rehearse on stage. Utajua unimse amerehearse zile rehearsals Kwambox alimpea za gig.
For real.
Na utajua unimse then utajua unimse amekuwa kirehearse for a minute before even the show. Unajua kwa sababu the problem with us artists in this industry, we're in the fame business instead of learning the trade. We go so much into the fame business. Niko na followers wangapi, niko na views wangapi, dem gani ananipenda, nani amefanya nini nimefanya nini. It's more of popularity.
Yeah.
Unajua?
Yeah. Have you ever been in a tabloid?
No. I'm always avoiding that.
Why?
Huh?
Why are you avoiding?
It's good and it's bad for business, but see mimi.
Yeah.
You understand? See mimi. That's the only explanation. It's not really my kind of.
Because I find some people, like, their names are always in the tabloid, and you know, people think that the journalist is looking for you.
Yeah.
No.
You're
not putting yourself there.
For some people, it works for them. But for me, it's not really me. I feel like I can still do it without them tabloids. Yeah.
All right. So as we wind up, of course, maze tumebonga Mbithi.
For hivyo.
Mbithi na Mbithe ni male and female.
Yeah, Mbithi kama Otieno na Atieno, Onyango.
Mbithe ni female.
Mbithe ni female. Yeah.
Okay. Because nilikuwa nashanga msichana isamaje ni kama.
Kuna wase wanaitanga Mbithe, kuna wase wanaita Mbuvi, kuna wase wanasemanga Mbithi.
Hey. Mbithe ni dame.
Yeah, and then kuna Mbuvi, which
Mbuvi is different.
It almost sounds the same.
All right, I want you to look at the fans.
Okay.
First, I want you to give a prediction, right?
Okay.
Of what we should expect from you. Like make it a prediction, not like a promise. Like, you know, I foresee this for yourself. Make it as big as possible. You know?
As big as possible.
Yeah, so we can reference it, you know. Like something you wish.
What?
For yourself. I mean, even for me, if you feel like. I want
to
stop you.
As an artist, as an African, as an artist and as an African and as a man, I would really love to be the biggest, export of African music and African culture, and being true to ourselves and really believing in where we're from and who we are to the world. Just I really want to champion for owning and feeling proud of our cultures, no matter where we come from. As much as may sound cliche, but in a world where people want to be other people, I would really love to teach people how to be themselves.
Hey, all right. Yeah. So biggest African export incoming very, very soon.
Yeah.
And then I want you to look same at the fans, you know. What are we expecting? Najua 2020 ilikuwa hard na uliandika no, it wasn't hard for this guy.
No, it was hard.
Good.
Please, it was hard, but God
is good.
Made it possible for us to manage.
Yeah. So I want you to look at the fans and tell them. Because I can, you know, in fact, tell us, when are you performing? Because we're ready.
So promoters bado wanajikusanya. So we haven't, the shows are still coming. We're still having negotiations with people about shows. So things are trying to get back into order. So we might be on a show next to you. But if you see me, we've been practicing. So if you see me, pull up. If you see me on a poster somewhere on Instagram, Facebook, come through. I do not disappoint.
That was good.
Yeah.
This was a good conversation.
Very good.
Mbithi, nimelan mob maze. Kwanza hiyo story ya ukoloni.
Yeah.
Everything comes full circle, man. You started by being embarrassed that you speak Kao.
Yeah.
And
nowadays
everybody wants to learn Kao.
I associate myself with everything that is from my place.
That's what's up. That's how we gotta end it, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this episode. True Sessions with Mbithi, and of course hosted by Kwambox, powered by Valentine's.
Kwambox.
Pow!